Hey everyone, just popping on to start trying to do some YouTube lives and talk about some of the next level pillars. And hopefully you're able to see this. Can you just kind of in the chat when you hop on and see this, can you say hello so I can kind of tell what's going on? Again, this is like my second time doing a YouTube chat or a YouTube live, and just want to get it down pat. Every week, I'm going to be bringing some information about next level pillars and some of the things I'm working on, some of the projects I'm working on, some of the people I'm meeting along the way. I have been very, very blessed to have so many great people that I've met along this life journey, and it's been a blast. And it's been even more fulfilling and fun to share them with some of you. And Next Level by Association Virtual, I have a program that I've been doing for a long time. And so I bring in a guest of honor every week now, but we used to do it once a month over dinner. But now we do it once a week online virtually, as well as once a month on dinner. And, I bring in these people that are just friends of mine, that are mentors, that are great people, that sit down and kind of break bread with us and kind of share what's going on in their life, how they got to where they're going or where they're at, and then where they're going next. And so it's been a lot of fun. We've had people like Keith Ferrazzi, who's wrote Never Eat Alone and Who's Got Your Back, New York Times bestsellers. He's got a new book out called Leading Without Authority, I believe. We've had people like Les Brown. We've had people like Jarek Robbins. Just so many people over 11 years. We've had at least once a month. The last year and a half, we've had four a month. So it's been a lot of fun doing that. But it's been even more fun to just share those people with people like you and get you exposed to some of their greatness. Because I mean, these are some great people. But where are you at today? And if you're watching this live or recorded, please just let me know. Like I said, I'm just kind of branching off into the YouTube channel. So anything you can do to help me with that, I certainly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. There's a lot of next level pillars. People say, well, Bob, what are next level pillars? Well, these are pillars that I've found throughout my journeys. I'm 57 years old. I'll be 58 in a couple months. And, one of the things I've learned is to have great mentors and to have great, listening skills. It's so often that I run into people that just ask a lot of questions, but they don't wait for the answer. You know what I'm talking about? They ask the question, but they don't really hear your answer because they've moved on to the next question or they've moved on to whatever. I had a gentleman one day named Luke Thodem, and I was driving down the street, and this was a long time ago, but I was driving down the street and I had a little Hyundai Excel, and this gentleman pulls up next to me at a stoplight, and he's in a Rolls Royce. And I look over and he looks at me, and we pull up to the next stoplight, and I roll down my window, and he rolls down his with a touch of a button. Mine was manual, of course. And he says, I said, sir, is there any way that I could buy you lunch sometime? And he kind of looked at me, he says, why would you want to buy me lunch? I said, because you've obviously done something I haven't to this point, and I'd really like to learn. And he says, pull over. So I go, okay. And he's from the Middle East, and I pull over, and I walk up to his car, and he says, get in. I'm thinking we're going to exchange business cards or something. Stop in. I said, okay. So I got in, and we drove around, and he showed me apartment building after apartment building and buildings that he had amassed over the many years that he had been here. And what he had done was he'd come over from the Middle East and literally brought family member over after family member. And it was just amazing to hear his story. And as we were sitting there, he took me into different places, and one apartment building that he had bought a long time ago. He said, come on in with me. We're going to check on my business. And I said, okay. So we walked in, and I remember him walking up to the counter, and the manager was there, and he starts talking to her. How's Johnny? I don't remember the names, but how's Johnny? How's your husband? How are the kids? And how was the baseball game last week or whatever? And he's just talking. And then he says, well, it's great to see you. I just wanted to check in and make sure everything's going okay. Do you need anything from me? And she's like, no, I'm good. He says, okay, great. And we go back and get in the car. And I remember asking him, I'm like, so what was that all about? I mean, checking on your business, I get, but I was kind of expecting you to go through the books. I was kind of expecting you to see what vacancy rates were, all this stuff. And he says, no. He goes, my business is the people that work with me. He goes, when you take care of the people that work with you, your business is taken care of. And I'll tell you, I was I was probably 24, 25, maybe 26 at that time. And I would just remember being completely in awe of this gentleman's kindness and his direct approach of just being there for people. One of the coolest things though was when we did stop and we had lunch and we sat down and I said, he says, "Why did you stop me?" And I said, "Because I wanted to learn." And I said, why did you let a stranger into your car? And he goes, because you wanted to learn. He goes, see, Bob, I've had so many people ask me for handouts or ask me for jobs or ask me for opportunities or ask me for whatever. They're always asking me to do something for them. He goes, but I can count on the name of on one hand, I can count on the name of people that have said, I want to learn from you. He says, anyone who wants to learn, I'll share anything I know and everything that I know. And I took away from that this great gentleman was very willing and very gracious about helping others. And I think that sometimes that's missed. I think sometimes that's really missed by a lot of people because we get so busy asking, and people are asking for help and us. But if we just sit down and long enough and still enough and ask a question, and then are present enough to hear the answer. I'm forever grateful for that gentleman, Luke Thodom. He's passed away since then. And I got a chance several years ago, after I had heard that he had passed, to reach out to his son, who I located online, and just told him, look, you don't know me, but this is something that your father did, and he made a huge impact on me, and I just wanted to let you know, because he probably didn't go home and say, hey, I ran into this young kid. Just the nature of him would not have been that way. And I told his son what a huge impression that his father made on me. And so maybe you've got somebody like that in your life. I don't know who it is, but maybe you have somebody like that in your life. Could you please comment in the comment below? Just kind of share. Maybe say, yeah, I have somebody, or maybe share their name, or maybe share a story about what they did for you and how they impressed upon you different things that were valuable, that you came to realize their value, maybe right then or maybe even later. So guys, I just want to hop on and share this with you, and hopefully there's something in value in here that you can share with your friends. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. I'd really like to grow this channel and spend some more time on here. I've got a lot of people on Facebook. I've got a couple thousand on Instagram, but I'd really like to do this on YouTube and create this channel. So if there's anything you can do to share this, get this message out, let people know that we're going to be sharing Next Level Pillars here. Oh man, I would just greatly appreciate it. And just to subscribe and hit the notification button so that they can be reminded every time I go live. But that being said, guys, I just want you to know I appreciate you. I value your time, and more importantly, I value who you are way more than I value what you do, because who you are is more important than what you do, because who you are determines the quality of anything and everything that you do. So thanks a lot. Get out there, make it a great week, and enjoy your next level.